It is Saturday the 14th of April 2018. I'm heading off to Brighton again to do another delivery. And this morning we woke to a bit of shock news that a friend of mine had actually died last month. He was a friend I haven't actually seen for about 6 or 7 years, but Peter Angus was somebody I knew very well back in the 1980s, and in fact he provided David and myself with our first home. He was in the middle of moving, so David and I temporarily moved into his house in South Shields for about 6 months until we got our first house sorted in Swarwell, and we'd kept in touch quite a bit through the 80s and 90s, and sort of didn't quite lose contact with each other in the noughties, but saw less of each other. But unfortunately, he was an alcoholic, and when we saw the obituary this morning, we phoned a mutual friend, and she confirmed that basically he'd drunk himself to death. Very lonely death as well. She described it as he just gave up on life, and it's a horrible way to go, and it makes me, well, I'm already scared about loneliness in old age, and that really does scare me personally, because that's the last thing I'd want, is to be lonely in old age in 30 years time when I'm in my 80s. And it's something that I'm hoping to tackle through doing things such as the Winnie's Garden and keeping the livestock and so on, is to help lots of older people who just need company. But Peter's funeral is set for the 4th of May in the afternoon. It's quite fortuitous time, because if it was the morning, then it would have been slap bang in the middle of the counts for the local elections. But yes, it's quite a shock to have lost Peter, and quite a sad day for us. So here we are, back at the Riverside estate where I was yesterday, but this time we are delivering letters rather than leaflets. I've just finished delivering the Riverside estate and bumped into the Labour Party. It was they were out, including Liz Twist, former councillor for here and now the MP, who beat me by an enormous margin at the last general election to become MP for Blaydon. So they were out, but I've done all the letters except for one street, which I just cannot find. So I'm going to go and drive around the estate and see which bit I've managed to miss. I've just finished another patch in Brighton, got it delivered with the focuses, the annual reports, and then popped into Christine McCatton's, our councillor here, and had a quick catch up, gave her my spare leaflets, and now I'm heading home to feed the animals.